Manipur observes World AIDS Day 2021. Chief Minister N. Biren says ART will be delivered at doorstep to people living with HIV by January next year. Chief Minister N. Biren says former INA headquarter at Moirang Konjeng Bamleika in Vishnupur district will be converted to world-class tourist centre. MLAD Korungtang says ADC Bill 2021 deadlock can be resolved only by producing and debating the bill in Assembly House. Manipur reports 31 new COVID-19 cases, 20 recoveries and 1 death in past 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 1.60%. And India adds 8,954 fresh COVID-19 cases, 10,207 recoveries and 267 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate. Good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Prime Time English News. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. And I'm PREMI THANGJAM, bringing you the news in details. Manipur joined the world in observing World AIDS Day 2021 on an Inequalities and AIDS theme today. Manipur State AIDS Control Society MAGS organized the state-level observance at First Manipur Rifles Parade Ground. Governor Laganation and Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren graced the event. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister N. Biren announced that ART will be delivered at doorstep to people living with HIV by January next year. He called upon the public to be considerate and compassionate towards people living with HIV, especially women and children. N. Biren also said HIV infection rate in Manipur has declined from 3.1% to 1.18%. He appreciated MAGS and its affiliated NGOs and CSOs for the decline in the infection rate. He appealed to strive further to bring down the infection rate to zero or less than the national infection rate of 0.22%. The Chief Minister encouraged people living with HIV or AIDS not to be disheartened and assured of necessary help for their welfare from the government. He also took the opportunity to highlight various welfare schemes launched by the BJP-led state government during its tenure and appeal for public support.
Drug chaba khotpa ngak nungai badagi thokhiba kharaduna maram moirakanda angang macha innocent roibasing effect orine adu sugum basida koina with care human approach akoi moi bi yengbi gadabani section bi gadabani respect to bi gadabani nahangai gi leiramiba yamna alarming oiba acta ICB sna acta pakhana ba matamama stage koina ngasai hogolapui do ngasai panjagi bado madumukti hujik boidre adu hujik boidre na light thokpodi amung light thoningde in fact tawraba mi angang nahasing guli जादी है करीगी हॉस्पिटल दा नत्रगना कैनोसिंग दा मोइने हिदाक लोबो चटप कांदा मोइदा पीरिबा मोइ स्टिकमैन फंगजरिबा पोट भाब तानदबदगी अकीबा इकाइबा लहिबसिंग दो अदुना मसिदी हिदाक रेगुलरली पीजबा मथौक ताय अदगी अखोइ एनजीओ सिंग यां वाना तौबी आई लोइना खंगी यां कन्ना होनबी यां वाना तौबी अदु मनबो अखोइ 1.18 द हंदर पंगमिनी अमुक हेन कन्ना तहोनिंगी सीरियस रोइना थबक माइ पाकोसिदी ऑलवेज सीरियसनेस यावर कांदे द माइ पाकनी.
Speaking on the occasion, Governor Laganation said World AIDS Day has been observed since 1988 to remove the social stigma against people living with HIV and AIDS and to spread awareness on preventive measures against infection. He added that HIV/AIDS has claimed the lives of many people, including children, in the past 30 years across the globe, including Manipur. Laganation appreciated measures taken to curb HIV infection since the implementation of state AIDS policy in 1996 and lauded the roles of Manipur State Control Society as the nodal agency. The governor, however, stressed on the need to amend the policy with changing time, underlining the proverb, prevention is better than cure. Laganation encouraged youths in Manipur to draw themselves towards sports and cultural activities. An e-office based on Central Secretariat Manual and Link ART Center for Mao were launched on the occasion. Representatives of various NGOs and CSOs took out march past at the event. The governor and the chief minister also visited stalls showcasing handicrafts made by members of self-help groups formed by people living with HIV at the venue.
At the early stage was highly alarming in the sense that innocent pregnant housewives who represent the general population had been infected by HIV. However, it is indeed gratifying to note that after a decade, the infection among the mothers as well as youngsters have been significantly diminishing. It is a matter of great satisfaction to note that HIV prevalence rate among injecting drug users and other men and women have significantly come down during the last 2 decades. Nevertheless, I suggest that the small children should get utmost care and protection in this regard. It is the responsibility of the society at large to have a greater involvement in the fight against HIV and AIDS to safeguard the future of Manipur. We as a society must also make sure to help the children who have been affected directly and indirectly by AIDS and related diseases and endeavor to make them successful in their life.
Coalition Against Drugs and Alcohol also observed World AIDS Day 2021 at its head office at Pureirom Bakongnang Makong in Palace Compound today. Speaking at the event, CADA Secretary Jit Chandra Mangang said drug menace in the state will be curbed once people stop supporting those involved in drug trafficking. All Manipur Working Journalist Union President Wangkimcha Shyamjai, CADA members and women leaders attended the event. World AIDS Day was also observed at Lelong Haurebi College. NSS, IQAC and Students' Union of the college jointly organized the event at the college multipurpose hall. Head of Zoology Department of the college, Dr. Elsana Hanbi, President of College Teachers Association, E. Bharod, and President of English Department, W. Nandini, graced the event. The day was also observed at Yipakol De-Addiction Center cum Rehabilitation Center in Langtabal, Kunja. Chief Minister Nongthomba Bireen today announced that former Indian National Army INA headquarters set up by Subhash Chandra Bose in 1944 at Moirang Konjingbam Laikai in Bishnupur district will be converted into world-level tourist center. He was speaking on the sidelines of inspecting the ongoing renovation being carried out by Kingston Company after the area was taken over by Art and Culture Department. And Bireen lauded the locals for preserving the area and assured to complete revamping the area by December this year before the imposition of election code of conduct. Moirang MLA P. Sarachandra, ex-MLA M. Prithviraj and relevant officials accompanied the Chief Minister during the inspection visit.
Yumbu is 1944 do you see yumse mathak the bomb tana hona no we kapam na reserve to thanam moina yamna boundly yam honestly lebak yu ba dum mama sem ga haragadi aikoi gi bibam thopa compensation khara bibir ko hong kok se ga ni yarise sigi dam ka really ai thamoi degi government gi mai ga degi to Manipur projam yam gi mai gi degi appreciate to jiri en agi masa hana gi lei busi whole nung gi samtong na bu ko provision hape ano new model gi whole sen na ba ado sigi jaga sin pura se even ekoi gi wakal da karai obno de khang ekoi gi wakal da disi world class ki tourist sport ma yam history ko ma pham ma ni na masi semge hana samkat pani.
Tengnopal MLA D. Korung Thang has stated that the controversy over the ADC Bill 2021 cannot be resolved in a public function, but it should be debated by MLAs in the Assembly House. Opening the 5-day 45th annual sports meet organized by IMOL students in Manipur at IMOL Setu village in Tengnopal district today, MLA Korung Thang criticized the government of sidelining the ADC bill recommended by Hill Area Committee by not introducing it in the Assembly House, despite repeated pleas. He said the bill is for the welfare of Hill residents who are already lagging behind in many fields. Refuting the Chief Minister's remarks during yesterday's political conference at no need to stop electing those candidates who will stay in the valley once they become Hill MLAs, MLA Korungthang said it is more convenient for Hill MLAs to stay in Imphal in view of people's interests and considering that most of the government department offices are located in Imphal area. He maintained that most of the Hill constituency is around 6 times bigger than Valley constituency. Hence, MLA Local Area Development Fund becomes insufficient in Hill area.
Nasi ADC da bill gini aduni adan hai basi koi aswa da srokta natraga leafleta natraga na community hall debate tauna ka banate assembly hall debate tauna raga apa phata chumba chumda badu assembly hall che 60 MLA sing na debate tauna pam khanna ka doba adu kumba issue khana na ba jagane aduna maduki du table to biraga defeat togira natraga select committee ma thada gira natraga kari togira badu adu da khana badal kal le nata duna koina koila la duna maran pamsi sibaduna di madu solutions oide.
Education Minister Sorokaibam Rajan has expressed disappointment over the failure of many government colleges of Manipur in getting basic score in the assessment criteria set by National Assessment and Accreditation Council (NAAC). Speaking at the opening of two-day state-level workshop on assessment and accreditation at the conference hall of DM College of Teachers Education in Imphal today, S. Rajan advised teachers to find out the reasons behind the failure of government colleges in scoring above the cumulative grade point average CGPA score of 2.5 set by NAAC. Department of University and Higher Education, Manipur and NAAC Bangalore jointly organized a workshop sponsored by State Project Directorate Rusha Manipur. Assistant Advisor of NAAC Bangalore, Dr. Priya Narayan, and officials of relevant departments and teachers of various colleges took part in the event.
Higher Education Director na college score advance mana adu college ki leiriba ojasing mayam sing asina thawoi bida bedingi ngasi bawde score tawngam draga sumnagi maram don Moscow school na 3.35 yawngam bane ekoi ki college na kari ki ngamdrim no sine hojiksu college ki ojasing angang lairik takparom da interest lawde 7 pe phangadra phangoidra khoi boycott tawni haibe pota kari no government service tawroge association paksem da sema kanda maduna khoi agitation lom da changda gani and lairaga the department kudingma ki khoi tabak to way aroi.
Textile, Commerce and Industry Minister THANGJAM Biswajit has expressed contentment that Mission for Economic Empowerment of Traditional Artisans and Craftsmen, MITEC's vision to promote local handloom and handicraft, provide job opportunities and livelihood and boost the state's economy has been successful so far. He was speaking at the valedictory event of Strategic Design Intervention Workshops for New Product Development and Production Capability Enhancement for Manipur Crafts, which began on November 16th. MITEC organized the event at Hotel Classic Grand in Chingmairong today. He stressed to further promote the state's rich handloom handicraft heritage.
Vision the Ngasi, we might buy in a lobby. One of the Tuan from the order Mayama place the way to presentation Piba Duga Kayumba presentable over Portama, Laishi Harga de Mitaki, over Portama, where Aduna Mitaki, over Tuan Bak Manipur, Helum Pakama, Sematam, the Masiki Partama, when Yorkanda, when the training Mayama Pirakanda, Makugi, Lady capacity building, the entrepreneurship, Mong that Kuna Pukalakanda, me Kudimaxi. The more entrepreneur we can create, the more unemployment problem is solved. Haiba, Adugi Pom Lazo Salakana, society. Developed over the Hava, Tamani Manipur, Shame Harkanda, Tamani Bharat, whenever the Koi, Adugimatic Mitak, Mating Pangani, I know what's Rala Kumatam, the no innovative way by Diagaluna, when a Putoripa Posina, Lady not only Manipur, Natana, equi country, the Natana, Malem Githaka, equally Assisian Zigi, Maguna, the Assisian Zigi, Talent, Labado, when Utpanga money, have I guess it.
World Meitei Convention Goa State Unit appeals to Manipur government to submit special recommendation including ethnography and socio-economic reports of Meitei or Meitei community to the center at the earliest for enlisting Meitei or Meitei community in the scheduled tribe list of the Indian Constitution. Manipur Students Association Delhi, Masad, has clarified that it has not withdrawn their memorandum submitted to Prime Minister, Union Health Minister and Chief Minister against Director and Administrative Consultant of Regional Institute of Medical Sciences to take legal actions against them for allegedly carrying out corrupt activities. Speaking to media at Popular High School in Sagolban, Moirang, Lairak today, Mossad General Secretary Mohammad Salimuddin accused RIMS Director and Administrative Consultant of appointing RIMS Medical Superintendent and Assistant Professor in an unfair manner. He said the selection meet was chaired by Director General of Health Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India at Nirman Bhavan in New Delhi on August 23rd and 24th this year. He said Mossad submitted a memorandum on September 6, pressing demand to form an inquiry committee to look into the unfair selection. Unfortunately, Under Secretary of India informed Mossad that the memorandum has been withdrawn and the case has been disposed. Mohammad Salimuddin clarified that Mossad had no knowledge about the same and it has not withdrawn the memorandum and demanded proof for the same.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi, when alone Sri Mansukh Manjalbia, Amadi, Manipuri, Chief Minister Sri Nongtomam Biren Singada, when Makata memorandum mama, RIMS the Toiba Todo, RIMS the favoritism, corruption, nepotism, bribery, Toriba Mayamasiki. Quite good not view inquiry committee must be the high complainant Mayamasiki, Wakat as a tabiraga, quite good not view hyper, quite memorandum of Pisan Zakre. I remember 17 November 2021, the picture Zakirani, when a Masana memorandum ama withdraw Todana, withdraw Tore had an ministry Tariba Sigim, Marile never Kanagumana withdraw Torumbat, Weba Taragadi, quite a 2 Matamda, Masata, Sengdopiro, Luna Lorena, Kariguma Sengdor, Sengdor Taragadi, quite a 2 Matamda, Marile and authorities in the Wakala Matunda, quite Makata, Excel Local Jaragan.
Large number of Awang Wabagai residents took out a protest rally from Sekmai Awang Wabagai Community Hall today, demanding authorities concerned to solve the mysterious death of Sagol Same Nilakanta. Police personnel intercepted the rally midway to Sekmai police station. Protesters later staged a sit-in at the community hall and submitted a complaint against the mysterious death to officer in charge of Sekmai police station. It may be mentioned that S. Nilakanta was found dead at Sekmai River on November 21st after he went missing on November 18th evening. Speaking to media, convener of JEC formed against Sagol Sem Nilakanta's death, Pizam Priyo Kumar warned that the JEC along with CSOs will launch intense agitation if authorities concerned fail to solve the case by December 4th. He also condemned Sekmai police for failing to arrest the culprits till date.
Tang Mari Paugi Manunda Hariba, Missi Sigi, Senaba, missing the Putopiba. Karimba Tang Mari Vida Putopang Dragadi Aquina, Madugi Matangagi Tang Manga the Gidi, Manipur Riba, Zoba, civil organization, Mateng Lorgam, Tanraga, Ekoi, Amukena, Kongjang Tanginba, Hanakoi, Madi Pandam, Salivisi, Luina Koi, Sigi Matung the Gidi Tonganba, Kogi, Handagi, Honakona Todriba, Chimisada, Naga Siemda, Adunzing Batonganba, Mayamaso, Santanagi, Sigi, Sigi Satruba Matunda, Makogi Lariba, Osina, Kari Harke du Yankanda, Matungina, Koi, Maduki Prio, Lomina.
Unknown miscreants have planted an IED at the residential gate of 1 Laishram Kadamjit from Waitho Trong Laubi in Thoubal district. Passers-by found the bomb around 11 last night. Upon getting the information, Thoubal police team rushed to the site and cordoned the area. State bomb disposal team arrived at around 9:30 a.m. today and recovered the bomb. The timer IED weighing around 1 kilogram was disposed of safely at Langathil Maning Laikai, Langam Hill in Kongjom this afternoon. Manipur added 31 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 1,929 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Today's COVID-19 positivity rate stands at 1.60%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Common Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 1,25,236. Active cases are 659. One COVID patient from Imphal East District died in the past 24 hours. That toll stands at 1,978. On the positive note, 20 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,22,599. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 97.89%. On that note, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring in updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We'll be right back. Keep watching Impact News.
Class 9 amasung 10 bosem gidama educare home tutorial and coaching classes lakleba 29th of November 2021 dagi sungsoi dana haujaragani. Institution asin tasena unique oiba institute amani. Institution asin angang singi all round development da thajaba thammi amasung top patient ama de talent leba satra simbo achumba mayonda puraknaba honabada institution asigi maru oiba pandamni. 21st century gi danabada sungsoi dana langam phiral thet pangamnabagi damakta educare gi mapung pharaba team. Educationist, a psychologist, career counselor punna yarba kunai asibu achumba aphaba lamida puraknaba honabada mayamgi educare home tutorial coaching leijare.
Welcome back after the break, and you're watching Prime Time English News. India added 8,954 fresh COVID-19 cases, 10,207 recoveries and 267 deaths in past 24 hours, as per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. India's COVID-19 active cases have dropped to 99,023. Total recovered cases have reached 3,40,28,506 and recovery rate stands at 98.36%. Death toll has reached 4,69,247. Over 124 crore 10 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine has been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 26 crore 32 lakh 26,000 people. Above 52 lakh 37,000 people have died and recoveries are above 23 crore 77 lakh 37,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 94 lakh 19,000 in the world, followed by Brazil and India. Intending candidate Fungyar Assembly constituency Kam BJP Kisan Morcha Manipur Pradesh Vice President Ningringam Kashung has emphasized on his target to facilitate horticulture sector in the constituency to export crops outside the state if voted to power in the upcoming election. He announced the same on the sidelines of mass COVID-19 vaccination drive Kam relief campaign held across the constituency. The intending candidate distributed free medicines and essentials to residents of Kongjil village, Lausing Tusom, Lausing Kuntak, Padbung and Kumram Ngaprum village as a part of the campaign. He said the geographical vastness of the deplorable road condition of Fungyar constituency have hindered COVID vaccination drive in the area. Ningringam opined that government schemes have failed to reach the residents of the constituency due to lack of a competent leader. Fungyar Assembly constituency in Ukrul Mandal, BJP leaders will present during the campaign.
Koi Fungyar ase yamna pak chawba aduga COVID manungseda parja singse hidak kappa se kya pamdaba du maram oiduna khun khunda changaga aina tha mari manga sure hidak kapiu haibagi paujel se tambani BJP na ticket pira gadi bot lebaga karagadi Fungyar sigi awaba lambi thong wariba hai seda uriba champra pomla mayam se lambi thong ledatana pathaki mayam do pathalaroi masi Prime Minister Narendra Modi ki oja biren gi makhada mayam bu seba tawjege haina amasung masi gi photok se puraga Manipur da Imphal da supply tonana ba amasung senthok leina hingba yanangai singe.
Mayang Imphal Assembly constituency-based social worker Muhammad Altaf Hussain along with 32 others have joined the Congress party. They were accorded a warm reception at Congress Bhavan in Imphal today. Speaking on the occasion, former MLA of Mayang Imphal Assembly constituency Dr. K.H. Ratan Kumar said India held its head high today in the global platform with the contributions of Congress in the past. He opined that the nation is regressing since BJP came into power. He also blamed the sitting MLA of Mayang Imphal for relocating the site of the proposed diet center from Mayang Imphal. AICC Manipur in charge Bhakt Charan Das, former Minister I. Hemuchandra and Congress leaders attended the event.
मैं फल केंद्र दसु पुरी बमसकी अहोंबा ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन में हमसे मसे कांग्रेस की मतमदा अकोई पुरा मने डेवलपमेंट नतना अनौ प्रोजेक्ट क्या पुथारामनी डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटल पुथारामनी डाइट सेंटर पुथारामनी केजीबी में इम्फाल वेस्ट लेबा मसी पुथारामनी अदुबो पुथारेबा सिंगसे मसी हुजिक फाउबो लोइसिनबा ngamde बीजेपी की सही मरी मंगा के शासन सिदा लोइसिनबा ngamdewa डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटल हुजिक मेन बिल्डिंग मची लेंगे कांग्रेस की मतमदा पुथाराम डाइट सेंटर पोबा पूरा का चटखेबा अतोपा केंद्र पूरा चटखे मसी बाबा कारिबा एमएलए सिना वाही अमत हाइजबा ngamde करिमत तोबा ngamde अना लेरिबा में इम्फाल केंद्र की कंटेक्स्ट ता येंगुरगदी बीजेपी सरकार से में इम्फाल केंद्र से मांगत बनतना करिमत चौखननबा तौरमदे
Deputy Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Kam Mayang Imphal MLA Kongkham Robin Rose Ascott has allegedly assaulted a worker who recently joined the Congress party on his way to attend a reception program at the Congress Bhavan. The incident reportedly occurred at Sekmaijing Bazaar at around 1:30 p.m. today. The worker is 42-year-old Maishnam Tompok, son of Maishnam Jogin from Komlakong, Makhalekai. Speaking to media, Tompok said he worked for BJP for the past 10 years but has now joined the Congress party. He claimed that he was assaulted at gunpoint by the MLA's escort and appealed to stop such misconduct again.
I ngasi je agi marup atas kan Bengaluru lagi tamoratan da fotori na haib da ai marup ni na ai bai atas kinta da ai ngasi Congress bhavan da laksa bani ada somajing da local gi MLA oriba Robindo gi Scott na kon kai thasalaga ai bu kin thindna ai khajar kubang thadna tawe adum dang ai nungajade ai ngonda kari pen da balege ai na BJP gi oramagasu ai imanabi oina thabak chasabani ai ngasi man ai ngonda Masamak yawn ay ngon kubang na thaba sidi mana thadrasu mamang na thaba ni lawreba ngasi dagi ay tamoratan ay Congress ay boss sangani ay opaloy na lawjari ngasi.
Langthabal MLA Karam Shyam has urged the relevant officials to complete the construction of the 3 water supply schemes in Langthabal constituency at the earliest. He was speaking at the blessing ceremony of Lilong Chajing water supply scheme, Chajing Karam water supply and Lilong Haurebi water supply in the constituency today. He said that the 3 water supply scheme will provide clean drinking water to every household in the constituency after completion. He informed that Lilong Chajing water supply scheme is being constructed at an estimated cost of 9 crore 95 lakh rupees, Chajing Karam water supply scheme at 5 crore 90 lakh rupees and Lilong Haurebi water supply scheme at 6 crore 72 lakh rupees. He also appealed to lay water pipelines in all the areas at the earliest. Hairok MLA Dr. Thokchom Radheshyam's brothers Thokchom Sanathoy, Thokchom Dhruba and T. Roman have refuted delegations charged by one N. Bimol from Hairok Part 3 Litan Wangma of carrying out threatening activities at his house. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club, in the presence of BJP Hairok Mandal President today, Thokchom Sanathoy said they are in no way involved in the November 29th incident which allegedly took place at N. Bimol's residence. They appealed to the police department to probe the matter.
Sri Bimol, Rajniti ki kudong sabu lauraga, parja irang hon bada, involved to Haitiki, Gang Kupugi leader ni Haiba, Masi, Manipur Parja, Amadi Hairok Kendagi, Parja Sinda. Thamjari mana mahaki mayum thuairaga sasinaba mayamama parjada ulaga rajniti ki kudong chanaba honaraku sibu mayamna matam chana yengsinbiu amadi mari lenaba police department Manipur gi honorable chief minister kuni chingsinjari chapchaba evidence group phangnaba matamda miyoi amada maran pibiu chapchaba parman leitara mingonda maran pisinbagi chanabi se akoi parja ama oina pamjade
karumba ni ra leram taragadi angona pining badani pibda ai isana yai karumba ai ira leram dragadi ai imung manung amadi ai isagi je choknaba mana piriba iral se masigi mayokta ai bimolda action number local aninge masi mari le department amadi chief minister gi pungning singsilaga ai ngasigi mifamsida.
Screening camp to provide aids and assistive devices to persons with disabilities and senior citizens under ADIP and RVY scheme was held at Dramatic Hall of Langmaidong today. Disability Cell of District Social Welfare Office, Kakching in association with Artificial Limb Manufacturing Corporation of India, under supervision of Hyanglam MLA Dr. Waira Desham, organized the camp. Sagolband MLA R.K. Imo announced that solar rooftops will be installed at every local club of the constituency. He was speaking at the inauguration of a badminton court at Local Development Association Community Hall in Kwakaithel, Haurakchambi today. The MLA assured that installation of solar rooftops for all the local clubs will be completed by next term. He also said initiatives will be taken to renovate the banks of the Nambul River. Kaisamthong MLA L. Jayanta distributed labour cards to labourers residing of Kaisamthong constituency at his residence in Pisumthong in Imphal today. Speaking on the occasion, Jayanta appealed to every labourers to get the benefit of the scheme. Chief Minister and Bireen's wife Nongthombam Ongbi Hiainu inaugurated a new cricket academy comprising of a club and resort under the Radiant Group of companies at Maibakul today. Speaking on the occasion, Hiainu expressed belief that the new resort academy create jobs as well as boost sports sector. Speaking on the sidelines, Chairman cum Managing Director of Radiant Group of companies and Romeo said the company targets to construct 10 resort rooms by next year. Manipur Cricket Association Joint Secretary K. Bobin said extensive training courses by eminent coaches under National Cricket Association will be provided at the academy. Manipuri poetry book titled Tengtharibra Ima, written by renowned writer Nirmala Rajkumari, was released today at Manipur Press Club in Imphal. Convener of Manipur Language Advisory Board, Sahit Academy, New Delhi and Kiran Kumar released the book at the function organized by Patriotic Writers Forum Manipur. Sahit Academy awardee Sarachandra Thiam, President of Patriotic Writers Forum Manipur and Kamba, and other distinguished personalities attended the event. Associate Professor of Manipur University, Dr. W. Kumari, spoke on the book content. Seva Bharati Manipur donated an ECG machine to Supriya Diagnostic Center in Thoubal today. The ECG machine was sponsored by Seva Bharati International. Free ECG test was conducted upon 50 people on the occasion. District Zonal Education Office Thoubal began week-long distribution ceremony of 2nd District Education Excellence Awards 2020 at the office complex in Mini Secretariat, Thoubal today. Medical assessment camp will also be held for those in the age group of 6 to 18 years during the week-long program. Desam informs teachers of private schools and government schools to submit relevant documents to apply for Chingu Maicho Kongnang Thaba Konga Chi Maka Konga Award 2022 before December 20th. Press release from Desam says the award will be conferred on the 20th Foundation Day of Desam on January 3rd next year. Desam informs those concerned to contact mobile numbers 700-505-5378 or 763-005-4687 or 985-666-0548 for further details. And now the sports news. In today's Under-13 boys singles category of the 65th State Open Badminton Championship held at DM College campus, Karnajit Wycombe of Thoubal defeated Alex Ningthau Mayum of Bishnupur 21-19, 21-17. The championship is being held under the aegis of Manipur Badminton Association at the association's indoor hall in DM College campus. In today's matches, Kakching's E. Setaljit beat Bishnupur's O. Charles in 21-13, 21-15. Dinapa Lairan Mayum of Imphal East District beat Bishnupur's A. Ruben in 21-5 and 21-7. And Thongam Laurembam of Imphal West defeated Lalhaba Moirangthem of Imphal East in 21-16, 21-16 points. While in Under-13 girls singles, CH Ballarix of Imphal West District defeated RK Rina of Imphal East in 21-11, 21-15 points. 294 participants from different groups and districts are taking part in the championship. Subsequent matches of the championship will be continued tomorrow. 3-day second Thangta Festival organized by Thoubal District Thangta Association under the Ministry of Culture, Government of India has concluded. The closing event was held at Kakching Kunau Community Hall, Kakching Kunau in Thoubal. Secretary Thangta Mahikol Huidrom Kiran Kumar, Secretary of Thoubal District Thangta Association, Kakching Kunau, Sarang Themtiken, Secretary of Imphal West District Thangta Association, Wangoi Laitangbam Chandramani, and Secretary of Haibokning Thau Thangta Association, Hiyang Thang Sagol Seim Shamananda graced the valedictory event held yesterday. Thangta artists from different Thangta associations, academies and institutions took part in the festival. Several Thangta performances were demonstrated and competed during the festival. Germany and Argentina have entered the semi-final of 12th Junior Men's Hockey World Cup. India is hosting the World Cup under the aegis of International Hockey Federation at Bhubaneswar Kalinga Stadium since November 24th, competed by 16 teams. In the first quarter-final match played today, Germany and Spain ended in 2-2 draw during the given time. Germany beat Spain in 5-3 penalty. In the second quarter-final match, Argentina defeated Netherlands in 2-1. France will play against Malaysia in the third quarter-final match, while India will lock horns with Belgium in the fourth quarter-final match. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur observes World AIDS Day 2021. Chief Minister N. Biren says ART will be delivered at doorstep to people living with HIV in January next year. Chief Minister N. Biren says former INA headquarters at Moirang Konjeng Bamlaikai in Vishnupur district will be converted to world-class tourist center. MLAD Korungtang says ADC Bill 2021 deadlock can be resolved only by producing and debating the bill in Assembly House. Manipur reports 31 new COVID-19 cases, 20 recoveries and 1 death in past 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 1.60%. And India adds 8,954 fresh COVID-19 cases, 10,207 recoveries and 267 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.36%. Well, that's all we have in this edition of the English Primetime News. Thank you for joining us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri News. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Till then, good night. Stay indoors and stay safe.
Survey lefanaba wafam kaya fongdorakpa laibak thibani haibasigi matangda fongdokjaba Kakching November 13 Sangai Express ta survey lefanaba wafam kaya fongdorakpa si laibak thibani haibasigi